Member for Fredericton West Hanwell.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, the Premier has defended his Atcon ministers with two flawed points. First of all, he wants to use the Jedi mind trick. He wants us to believe there's nothing new with Atcon and we should all just move along. But the reality is the Auditor General has found that the minister, which he has now made the Minister of Health, acted outside the regulations, outside the law, and that cabinet approved it. And, Mr. Speaker, secondly, the Premier has said that the people re-elected them. Well, that's half true. The people re-elected those members as MLAs, but it's the Premier who has put them in cabinet. He knows full well what they did during Atcon, and he has rewarded it and put them in his cabinet. So, Mr. Speaker, will the Premier now stand in this House and give the people of New Brunswick some justice and remove those Atcon ministers from power?
Right. Member for Fredericton West Hanwell.
But what the Premier keeps missing is it is new that the Auditor General has finally confirmed what we've been saying for a long time, that his ministers acted outside the regulations. That is new. Now, the people understand if you take $70 of someone else's money and give it to your friend, then you're in trouble. What this Premier fails to understand is if you take $70 million of the people's money and give it to your liberal friends, then...
Please address the chair.
Oh, Mr. Speaker, so what the people understand, Mr. Speaker, if you take $70 million of the people's money and give it to your liberal friends, then the Premier rewards you and he puts you in cabinet. It gives you more pay and a driver and extra pension. Mr. Speaker, the people understand that this is wrong, and I want the Premier now to acknowledge the decisions that he has made. What he has made, he can unmake. He has put these people in cabinet, and I want him to take responsibility for that here and now, and give the people of New Brunswick some justice, and remove those people from power and put some other people in there.
That's right. Member for Fredericton West Hanwell.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, the Premier always reverts to process on this question, and Mr. Speaker, but we know it's not the process that was flawed, it's the people. We know the process. The process was that the government took a recommendation to Cabinet, they had recommendations from their officials, they overruled those, they went with the decision of the Minister, and Cabinet approved that. So my question is, for this Premier, will he once again be transparent? He claims transparency, but the reality is that his ministers could have told us long ago what happened in Atcon, but we needed the Auditor General to come forward and give us that report. Will this Premier now take responsibility for the decisions he has made to appoint those same ministers to his Cabinet?